Hi, this video is looking at the GCSE English Language Paper 1 Eduqas paper. This one is looking at the character of OBED from the Lady Number 1 Detective Agency. So we're looking at question 1 for the reading paper, paper 1. So just remember, this detective's unseen. We're going to look at an old exam. And the reading questions, there will be the search and find, the two how questions, the impressions and the evaluation question. This video is looking at the search and find, the first part of the video. So question 1. So tips for question 1 are: it's worth 5 marks, spends around 5 minutes on it. You have to find information from a small extract. It will normally be a list question, as in bullet points, but you're going to answer it in a whole sentence, and you're going to start with the man or he, and I will explain that. So here's how it will look on the exam paper. So you'll get lines to read, so just make sure, if for example it is 12 to 19, you only take your answer from lines 12 to 19, and it will say lists for things blah blah blah, but you've also got to make sure you just answer the question. So this one is about a baby, so if say for example you answered it on the family, you wouldn't get the mark. It's just got to be about the baby, and you should use your own words or short quotations from the text. So a few tips for this question. One is read each question twice before you read the specific line, so you understand the right part of the text. Number 2, mark or circle in the exam paper the section you're answering on, e.g. lines 1 to 12. So doing it as a highlighting like this will just make it clear to you, and also you just know that all of your answers have got to take place within this box. Tip number 3, read the question in mind, use a highlighter as you read to pick out key evidence. Yep, so look at the yellow highlighter here, picking out key things to my question, but don't over highlight, which is what a lot of students do. They like almost highlight the whole thing. So only highlight key information, and there's our tips for this question. Okay, the question we're looking at in this video is read lines 1 to 19, list 5 reasons why OBED went to South Africa and it's worth 5 marks. So again, like I said, mark where it is, so we know that the answers we're looking for come from this part of the extract. So let's have a look at it. The novel from this passage is set in Botswana, which is a country in southern Africa. I am Obed Ramawatsve. I love my country and I'm proud I was born in Botswana. There's no other country in Africa that can hold its head up as we can. I had no desire to leave my country, but things were bad in the past. Before we built our country, we had to go off to South Africa to work. We went to the mines. The mines sucked our men in and left the old men and the children at home. We dug for gold and diamonds and made those white men rich. They built their big houses and we dug below them and brought out the rock which they built it all. I was 18 when I went to the mines. My father said I should go, as his lands were not good enough to support me and a wife. We didn't have many cattle. We grew just enough crop to keep us through the year. Question is read lines 1 to 1, list 5 reasons why Obed went to South Africa. Okay, so again, look at the tips, read the question, mark where the lines 1 to 12, and then highlight key evidence. Okay, so there it is. If you want to pause, have a look. Otherwise, we'll look at it together. So first of all, one reason why he left was that things were bad in the past. Another reason you could have is that he needed to work. Another reason that his father said he should go. Another reason was there wasn't enough money to support him and a wife. Another reason was they didn't have enough crops, so he had to go and do something else. Okay, so there's the mark scheme. So there's 7 things there. You only needed 5. So just remember, each time, don't just put, for example, things were bad, or don't just put crops. Make sure you put it in a sentence. So say, the reason he left Botswana was things were bad. He went to find work. His father. So each time use he or Obed when you're answering this question. To improve on this question, I would just do lots of exam questions and do it against the clock. So it's very easy, this question, to do in 10 or 15 minutes, but you've only got 5 minutes to do it because we don't want to waste a lot of time in this question as it's only worth 5 marks. So test yourself against the clock to improve on this question.